Hey, have you ever wondered what to keep in mind when using AI-powered writing tools for academic writing? On the one hand, tools like Grammarly, DeepL or ChatGPT are great because they give you a lot of empowerment. They can be used to create text faster and more efficient, provide you with individual feedback anytime, can serve as a brainstorming tool or as a provider of a second opinion, and most of the time for free. On the other hand, using AI-powered writing tools increases also the level of uncertainty. It is even allowed to work with such tools in an academic context. Can I not run into plagiarism issues? What do I generally have to keep in mind when using such tools at the University of St. Gallen? If these are the kind of questions you have, then this presentation is exactly right for you. My name is Michael Burkhardt. I am a seminar lecturer in academic writing, and in the next few minutes I will clarify this issue for you. Generally speaking, the University of St. Gallen allows the restricted usage of AI-powered writing tools. This means it's neither forbidden nor allowed without any restriction. Let's try to better understand the underlying problem. When you write your own academic term paper, it is very important to keep in mind the principle of independence. The principle of independence means that at the core, you have created and written your term paper independently from other people. That in the end, what we can see and read in your paper is really your own contribution. Whenever you deviate from this principle of independence, it is important to explicitly declare this. For example, you will certainly be influenced by the ideas of other authors you read in the context of your term paper. It is fine to use their ideas as long as you cite them correctly. In this way, you give credits to their work and it becomes possible to better understand what your contribution is relative to other human authors. If you do not cite other authors in your own text but still use their ideas, then you present your own work in a misleading way as you have stolen ideas from others. This is also known as plagiarism. In a similar way, if you use AI-powered writing tools but do not mention their usage, you also present your work in a misleading way. It is okay to use AI-powered writing tools as long as you transparently document their usage. In this way, it becomes possible to better understand your individual contribution relative to the inputs of the AI-powered writing tools. To document your usage of AI-powered writing tools, you have to use an auxiliary aids directory, which belongs in the appendix of your term paper. Let's have a look at an example of such an auxiliary aids directory. As you see on this slide, an auxiliary aids directory can be used to specify all additional support tools you use to create your term paper. This starts with private and paid proofreading, but also includes literature management programs such as EndNote or AI-powered writing tools such as Grammarly, DeepL or ChatGPT. Even though it is generally okay to use AI-powered writing tools in a restricted way, it is important to document their usage and the affected parts in detail. Only then it becomes possible to understand your own contribution relative to those tools. In this case here, it is fine to use ChatGPT for the creation of some sentences. As compared to the entire manuscript, 6 sentences are not a lot. However, let's have a look at another example where someone used ChatGPT a lot. In this case here, someone used ChatGPT to create first a research question and then based on that a table of contents. In addition, ChatGPT was used to conduct a literature search and after that to write the entire chapters 1, 2 and 4. What do you think? Is it okay to work like this? What might be the problem if you follow such an approach? I give you 10 to 20 seconds to think about that. Even though in this case here, it is neither plagiarism nor fraud, as it is transparently stated what kind of tools were used. The problem is that the individual contribution of this person is very low, if AI-powered writing tools do all the work. Similar to using a ghostwriter, an AI-powered writing tool has done most of the work. So it doesn't matter if your final text looks kind of okay. In in such a case, as your individual contribution is still very low, and this will most likely result in a very low and insufficient grade. As a rule of thumb, you see this orientation guideline here. Generally, it is okay to use AI-powered writing tools as long as you use them in a restricted way and simultaneously document their usage in the auxiliary aids directory. It is never okay to use AI-powered writing tools without explicitly stating their usage. It is also not okay to use AI-powered writing tools in a very broad sense, such as to write entire chapters or to conduct a literature review. On the one hand, these tools have biases and the output is often incorrect. On the other hand, your individual contribution becomes very low, which will result in an insufficient grade. Sometimes it may be difficult to decide if it is still okay to rely on AI-powered writing tools or not. Such a borderline case might be the usage of ChatGPT to challenge your own drafts and compare the answer of ChatGPT to your own findings. In my opinion, it is fine to do that as long as you document in detail what you have done. It is best to save the chat history with ChatGPT in case you need it later. Note that lecturers are free to request the prompts used, including that the complete output be attached in the appendix of your term paper. If you have similar borderline examples in mind where you are uncertain how to deal with them, talk to your seminar lecturer. Your seminar lecturer will be able to discuss your specific example in detail with you. More information on this topic can be found in the Introduction to Academic Writing Reader on page 17, or directly online if you follow these links. I thank you very much for your attention and wish you all the best for finalizing your academic term paper.